Hi, this is Will and Pat, and we're going to be talking about bisphenol A, which is an estrogenic organic compound usually found in plastic items. We're going to be discussing its environmental hazards and how it is affecting you today. BPA is currently being found in high concentrations in oceans. One of the main sources of BPA in oceans is polycarbonate plastics. They're thrown in the ocean and they biodegrade pretty quickly, and that causes BPA to be released. It's like plastic bottles you're throwing in there and just trash pretty much. Another main source of it is a epoxy plastic paint that is used to seal a ship hull. This helps protect them from like barnacle and rust, and it's used on most of the ships that sail through. And according to Dr. Kazuhiko Saito from Nihon University in Chiba, Japan, plastic is the main type of garbage in marine environments, and that they have formed islands, one of which is between Hawaii and California and is twice the size of Texas. This island is known as the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. Now, if you look off to those pictures there, the one to the right is a picture of the thing from a satellite view, and it makes a teddy bear, and I thought that was kind of cool, even though it is garbage, and that's what we're littering. And then there's another one off to your left of that picture, and that is just it from up close view of what you're putting in there. You can just see there's a bunch of bottles, and it just stretches out for a pretty long time. Yep. Continuing from there, just a little fun fact from environmentalcalifornia.org. BPA is manufactured in excess of 6 million pounds per year. It's also commonly found in baby bottles, water bottles, epoxy resins, and those are like the coatings that line your food containers. It's found in plastic toys. It's an additive that's just added to that. And it also is used in dental sealants. One of the most common ways for you to be exposed to it is if you leave your maybe that baby bottle in the sun or water bottle in the sun, or if you leave your canned food in a warm place. It's going to heat that up, and that's going to cause the BPA to be released into your food, and then you're going to ingest that food, so you're just going to be eating BPA, which isn't good for you. And then a 2011 study that investigated a number of chemicals in pregnant women that are exposed to chemicals in the U.S. found that BPA were shown to be present in 96% of them, which is really not good. Alright, I'm just going to go over some of the health effects that it has. It has been known to affect your behavior. It causes prostate cancer. It's known to affect diabetes and obesity. It causes early puberty. It's been linked to Down syndrome, and it will reduce your sperm count. And note, guys, that this is in like low dosages, so it's not like if it has to be like straight up BPA. It could just be like from the water bottle and stuff that is happening. And plus, you're using BPA every day without even realizing with those plastic bottles and stuff. Hi, this is a chart that Pat found on environmentalcalifornia.org, and I thought it was kind of interesting because it's just going over 151 studies of low dose effects of BPA. And out of those 151 studies, 128 of the government founded ones found out that there were adverse effects with BPA, and then 11 concluded that there were no adverse effects. And then, which I thought this is the really interesting part, that none of the industrial funded ones found any adverse effects. But when a national toxicology program of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services did an independent analysis of the experimental data that the scientists gathered, they found out that the industry scientists had actually misreported all their results. So basically, the industry lied to us. You can take what you want about that. I just thought that was really interesting. Alright, yeah, it's pretty risky. I mean, there's not much you can do to avoid it. You could try to avoid canned foods as much as possible. Fresh fruits are good. It's not going to have much BPA in it. Use like a metal water bottle instead of those plastic ones, and you should be fine. Other than that, there's not much you can do to avoid it. It's all over, and you're most likely have BPA in your system right now. Sorry to tell you that. Yep. Alright, and it's just our bibliography of all that fun stuff about BPA. And that's all.